All right, that's a very big clue right there to our very big announcement. We are so proud. TSN 690, the new home of the Montreal Alouettes. We have the hat trick, baby. We now have them all. The Montreal Alouettes, the Montreal Impact, and the Montreal Canadiens. And to help us with our big announcement today, Mark Waitman, the president of the Montreal Alouettes. 4 years, my friend. You're stuck with us now.
I'm excited. Very happy. Not stuck. Very happy to be with you guys. This is a great day for us. Very, very excited to make this announcement today that we'll be working with TSN 690 for the next 4 years.
Mark, this is going to give fans a chance, more pregame coverage, more postgame coverage, more players involved in our coverage. Coach Tom Higgins, General Manager Jim Popp will be making more appearances on TSN 690. So this is win-win for Owls fans.
You know, it absolutely is a win-win. It's a win-win for the team as well. First of all, TSN 690 has always done a great job of covering every sport in town. CJAD has been great to us over the years as well. Fantastic, as a matter of fact. And this is a perfect marriage where we get to have all you guys participate. Rick doing our games as you've been doing for years and years with Dave, and so it is really a perfect match.
Rick Moffat and Dave Mudge on the play-by-play, as you might expect. Wonderful broadcast team bringing their talents over to TSN 690. It's an all-sports station. You're supposed to have the sports properties.
Right.
You were supposed to be here. I won't say what took you so long, but it's nice to have you aboard. And as we were saying, Alouette coverage from here to there. Monday nights we'll have Owls this weekend. Yes, not only will Jim Popp be on the first show, he'll be on the last show. He's going to be on every show. The Alouette general manager, and he's always Mr. Entertainment.
Absolutely. He's always excited to talk about our team, and nobody can give you better insight into our team than Jim Popp.
It's an exciting year because we saw a taste of what Troy Smith can do at quarterback, Tanner Marsh. We saw great things from Duron Carter, who I think is going to have a monster year.
You said it. I mean, last year was a bit of a tough year for us, but in a way, it was a bit of a blessing in disguise in the sense that, Anthony is now retired. That announcement being made official a couple of months back. Had he played the entire year last year and made this announcement, we all would have loved to have the Grey Cup victory and Anthony to run off into the sunset with another ring. But the silver lining in all this is that we got a chance to see what the other quarterbacks that we had, and another guy that Jim brought in at the last minute, being Troy Smith, to see what the future holds. And we're really excited to see what they were able to do. And we know we got two guys in particular that are going to be really, really strong this year.
Mark Waitman, he is the president of the Montreal Alouettes, here to help us with a significant announcement today. A deal, a marriage made in heaven. Between TSN 690 and the Montreal Alouettes, who will be broadcasting the Grey Cup Championship here later on this year.
4 more years. 4 more years. I mean, this is awesome. Smile stretching from ear to ear, Mark, and congratulations to all involved that got this deal done. And I'm wondering, does it feel like a brand new tradition is about to start? Rick Moffat, the play-by-play, the voice of the Alouettes, talking about Troy Smith, brand new radio station, TSN 690, now the radio home for your Montreal Alouettes. Does it feel like we're starting a brand new tradition this season?
Absolutely. There's a lot. You said it. There's a lot of new things going on this year with the coach, with the quarterback position. A lot of new players. We're going to be making an announcement later this month about a lot of new elements that you're going to see at the stadium this year. We're going to be re-energizing the game experience, adding a lot of things to it, really making it a driveway experience. Going to a game at McGill is already a very, very special experience. The stadium is fantastic. The view of the field is unbelievable up in the mountain in downtown Montreal. But we got a lot of new stuff coming up this year with some new partners that will be making an announcement in a few weeks that I think is going to add to the new Alouettes in 2014.
I want to ask Mr. President, how's that new intern working out? Anthony Calvillo, the intern.
He's been pretty good. He's been putting in the hours. He's a good student. I think somebody said he was slacking off for a bit, so they made sure to bring back to order. And
does it still really say stagiaire?
It sure does.
On the door. It doesn't even get Calvillo.
When you get into sports business or business management, that's where everybody knows. That's where you start in sports.
That's where you started. You started as an intern.
I sure did, down in Baltimore in 1995. So
the full football package, I mean, what are we looking at? Obviously, we want the Alouettes to play in the Grey Cup game. What about the Grey Cup game in Montreal and the Vanier Cup also coming to our city?
Well, you know what? That was another huge announcement we made this week. Vanier Cup will be in Montreal on November 29th. First time in the history of the Vanier Cup, this is the 50th anniversary actually, that the game will be played here. Football has evolved so much and so quickly in the last 15 to 20 years in this province. We all, if you think back, we all remember the Vanier Cup championship that McGill won back in 1987 or 88 with Michael Souls, when Michael Souls literally carried the team on his shoulders with over 200 yards rushing. What a great tradition that was. And now we've seen in the recent years what the Rouge et Or have done. We know that Carabin got a strong team. We know that McGill have been very competitive the last few years, and we've got Bishops and Concordia and Sherbrooke. There's a very, very good chance. A very, very good chance that one of those teams is going to be in that Vanier Cup on November 29th. So we're very excited to be able to host that.
I love it's going to be an outdoor game. You're going to fight the elements as much as anything else.
That's how football. That's what football is made to be played.
The coldest day I have ever spent outdoor in my entire life, the day that McGill beat UBC and beat them soundly at Varsity Stadium in Toronto. Froze my ass off. My teeth were chattering. I was doing live reports to CJAD that day. It was so cold. All right, let's see if we can wrap our heads around all of this. That's Mark Waitman. He's the president of the Montreal Alouettes. He's here to help us with our announcement that this is the new home for the Alouettes. 4 years worth. All Alouettes pre, regular, and postseason games. TSN 690, Rick Moffat, Dave Mudge, with the play-by-play and the color commentary, ramping up our Alouettes coverage on the station, Al's, this week, with Sean Campbell and Mitch Gallo. Will move to Monday nights at 7, along with Al's general manager, Jim Popp. He'll be a guest every week. We'll have live broadcasts and special coverage from key Al events, including the CFL Draft, Training Camp, the Home Opener, and the Hall of Fame induction. We'll have player profiles to get you up to date so you'll know your team a whole lot better. And we'll be supporting the Montreal Alouettes community and charity events. It is a marriage that has been long in coming. It's about time you're here.
I was already excited coming in this morning, but just listening to you talk about all that and all the things we're going to do is fantastic.
It is. It's big time jam. It's big time. It is professional football. And you know, the television coverage with TSN, our big brothers, in Toronto, they've done a great job of building the CFL brand, and no doubt it's going to seep into the radio coverage, and it feels definitely like the CFL has taken on a completely different look, along with a new attitude.
Absolutely, and TSN and RDS have been a huge part of that. The broadcast has been elevated tremendously over the years. You look at the ratings in the last 5-10 years; they are through the roof. They have gone up 300%, if I'm not mistaken, just in the last 10 years alone. So we're very, very excited about the growth of our sport, the growth of our of football, especially in this province. And we're very, very confident we're going to have a great team this year too. So it's exciting.
Dave Mudge will be joining Mitch Melnick, by the way, at 5:30 this afternoon. Guy gives great insight from the battles in the trenches to all the mind games that go on and the X's and O's, the human strategy that goes on for Alouettes in every win. And don't be surprised if you hear the intern himself, Anthony Calvillo. He's going to be at our listener party tonight after 6 o'clock. Anthony Calvillo and the Beast, the Angry Bird, Kyrie Zaber, is going to be here too.
All right, Mark Waitman, he's the president of the Montreal Alouettes. He's sitting there with an envelope. You got something you'd like to say?
I do. I want to add one thing. We're talking about new deals and contracts, and so I actually have another contract I want to talk about.
Oh, thank you so much.
And
No.
Elliot, we got talking about this about a year ago. And all of your listeners know that your son Miles is very, very knowledgeable in sports and a bit of a genius in his own right. And you said to me, Mark, when are you going to hire this guy? He's got to be a part of your team. And there's many things I've learned from Jim Popp over the years. Okay, but one thing is when you see talent, grab it. And you know that Jim's been very successful at it. So I maybe you can hand this over to him, but I have a contract offer for an internship for a day.
Make him cry, Mark. You're going to make him cry.
If you can, if he has an agent, or if that's you.
Wow.
So I'll let you guys look that over, and please get back to me. And we hope we can have another announcement to.
Look, it says M. Price on it.
You just did the impossible. Elliot's face is as red as I've ever seen it. You've You've brought him down. It is there's a tear. He's wiping it away.
There's a
He's a great
tear in
dad.
my
He's got
beer.
a great son, and you just did a great thing.
Well, if I'm not
That's
mistaken,
awesome.
tell me if I'm wrong here, but was the first pro sports franchise that you worked for as a broadcast or as a play-by-play,
Yes.
was it not the Alouettes back in the
Yes.
mid-'80s?
Yes, I did the Montreal Alouettes play-by-play.
So I thought it would be fitting that, like father, like son, that his first
very
job in
nice.
pro sports be with the Ls as well.
Because when we played at the golf tournament last year, I told Mr. Waitman here that it was time that he got Miles on his way to being you're going to need to be replaced someday,
right.
and I think it'll be a healthy transition when the time comes. You can just hand over the ball club to him then.
Actually, the first thing you told me was trying to keep the ball in the fairway, and then you told me that
That's
was.
right. Yeah. And then we did keep the ball in the fairway, and here we are today.
you
Well,
go.
this is so nice. We really appreciate that.
I look forward to hearing back from you guys.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Mark.
Wow.
Congratulations.
All right,
And
thanks,
we're
guys.
Lucky to be partners.
Thank you for being part of the team. I'm excited to work with you guys.
You're home for the
NHL.
Alouettes,
Yeah.
the Canadians, and the Impact, or the Impact, the Alouettes, and the Canadians, or the Canadians, the Alouettes, and the Impact. Don't want to slight anybody. We're happy to have everything. We are pigs. We want everything. We've got everything. You have nothing. Welcome to the Everything Station. Proud to have the Montreal Alouettes with us, starting now.